Bristol City's Carabao Cup progression came to an end at the hands of Premier League side Fulham at Craven Cottage on Wednesday evening. 2-0 was the final score, and Fulham had scored both goals within the first 25 minutes. The first was an own goal from George Tanner before then Raul Jimenez made it 2-0. Bristol City never really got going in the game. They did fashion some chances during the encounter and had their moments, but overall Fulham looked mostly comfortable for the majority of the fixture. And so for Bristol City, their unbeaten start to the season overall comes to an end, but of course they still remain unbeaten in the Championship at the moment, although they are being slightly frustrated by the amount of draws that they've been having at the start of the season after their first game win away at Sheffield United. So let's hear now from the head coach at Bristol City, Gerhard Struber, who spoke after the loss at Craven Cottage. Certainly disappointment for him, but given the fact that Bristol City, after the start they had to the season and what they achieved last season in the Championship under Liam Manning, their priority probably lies in the Championship and hoping to progress in that. So let's hear what he had to say after this defeat.
Yeah, I think we could realize, and we feel it today, the big difference between the Premier League and the Championship. This was crystal clear, and we need a little bit time that we step in the game. We had a little bit, maybe too much respect in the first half, and I would say, concede very cheap goals. I think this was was a little bit a hit in the face how they scored today, and in the end the boys tried until the last second to change something. We was also a little bit unlucky, shoot on the post in the end, also the one or other good chance where we could score. In the end I would say was a game where we can take, of course, a little bit that the respect should be not on the highest level. Yeah? We know this is a Premier League team and they have a lot of power, but on the same time, we should believe a little bit more on ourselves.
How difficult was that start? Not only the two relatively early goals, but losing Stokesy to injury as well.
Yes, of course, this was. But sometimes we have to be flexible or elastic enough that we can change a moment like that. This was, of course, a bad moment and also for himself a very disappointed situation. So we expect, of course, today much more game time for him. But now, he's out with injury. We will see what's going on. So it was difficult that we get so quick the goals against us, and then but the boys, I think, especially in the second half, we did a good job and create some chances for ourselves.
You mentioned it there, much happier with the second half, and particularly even in added time, you really wanted to get that goal that perhaps you deserved?
I would say yes. I think we had, I would say, more better chances like them, and we create more possession and had in the end, of course, a little bit more from the game. But in the end, we have to score. We have good moments, and we should realize the one other goal.
Do you feel like you can learn a lot, though, from playing against a really excellent team like Fulham?
Yes, I think they played in an outstanding way sometimes with the one-touch moments, up, back, through, and have always a very quick decision-making. So, of course, we can see the big quality from them, On the same time, I think, of course, and this show us the game in the second half when we are on the same page in some pressing moments, and also when we have trust enough in our possession, also we can create problems for them.
And how good were those supporters in the second half? When you were shooting towards them, they really were trying to suck that ball into the net.
Yes, this was great to hear them, and also how they celebrate with us and give the boys a very good feeling today. So many supporters from Bristol here was very good to see, and I would like that we have a little bit a better result today.
How much are you looking forward to, though, being back at Ashton Gate on Saturday?
Yeah, I think it's a very important game on Saturday. I think we have to do everything right now to reach in and on the highest level, and I'm excited to have the next game so quick for our chest.